Ask you to propose which model. Right? We did, huh? We did. Then remember, propose which model is best, rapid application or spiral. Then we discuss. We did, right? Okay, so let's do question 3, which I don't think we did. Question 3 is actually covered. We are a bit ahead of your lecture. Your lecture is still in chapter 1, but question 3 is part of chapter 2. So I will give you a brief overview. We'll do the thing together, and then after that you try to do this yourself. Okay, I'll give you 10 minutes to do it. But let's talk about a couple of concepts in project management. Last week we learned about your attendance. NPV, net present value. You all remember?
Yes.
Okay, what's the purpose of net present value?
Calculate profit.
Calculate profit. So you calculate before the project you select or after you selected the project?
Before you select.
Before you select. So really good. NPV, like that. NPV is to decide which project you want to go for. So you use it as an evaluation technique, correct? That's NPV. Today I'm going to teach you another technique, and this time is about once the project is running. So you want to find out once your project is running halfway or quarter way or three-quarter way, whatever the status is. You want to find out the health of the project. And what do I mean by health of project? Whether is it on time or behind time? Is it on budget or over budget already? You spend too much money already. Okay, so this is for after the project has started but hasn't ended. Whereas NPV is before the project starts. So the technique we are going to use, covered in chapter 2, is called EVM, and it stands for Earn, all this fancy words, Value Management. And I'll show you your lecture slides because I'm going to walk through the example with you from your lecture slides. So it is on your lecture slide on slide 58.
Tasi Wi-Fi stupid.
Walk through with you. And then after that, the tutorial you can try to do it yourself. So there are a couple of things that are important in the project. Your plan value, PV, plan value is what you plan to do, your budget, what you plan to do, what you plan to spend. Then earn value is your actual, what you have already spent. Okay. Then actual cost is what you have actually paid out. Okay. So you have spent but you haven't paid, so you actually paid. And then finally, the last thing you need to know is BAC, budget and completion, meaning what's the total budget of the project. So let's see an example for you to understand. It's not so difficult, but once you get an idea. Okay, let's look at this exercise. I'll walk through with you. Okay, this one. So if you see this example, you have a project that have many tasks, right? This is task A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, and the O, right? And they tell you every task will take how long? You can do this in Microsoft project actually, right? This task will take 2 months, task B will take 3 months, task C will take 1.5 months. And for every task, they included the cost, which is what you need today, right? You associate the cost to a task, but you also associate the resource, which we are not going to do it here. And in this type of questions, if you get it in your test or your exam, they will also include the status. That means, has this task been completed? What's the status? So if task A has been 100% completed. Task B is only 85% completed. Okay. So based on this, you can tell a few things already. The total number of months is 29. This is the planned total of months to complete the project. The budget at completion, or let me start writing it down. BAC, budget at completion. Or BAC is actually $544,000. So what the question says, and the question always tells you is, you are now in the 9th month because the project is ongoing, right? You want to calculate the health of the project, whether you're on time or on your budget. So where are you now? It's the 9th month. So all you have to do is calculate the number of months starting from the top. 3 plus 2, 5. 5 plus 1.5, 6.5. 6.5 plus 2.5, 9. So your project is here. So of course I can't draw on the screen, but when you start doing this as an exercise, you should draw a line here, so you know this is your current month. So once you know that, there are a couple of things they give you. As of today, you spent $198,000. This is what you've actually paid out. So this is called actual cost. So they will give you all this in the exercise. AC. So these are some of the things. So this is 198,000. Let me go to the notebook and show you the next thing. So the next thing you have to calculate is what they call plan value. So you draw the line, and the plan value is what you are supposed to have planned to spend. That's why it's called plan value. So I'll write it down here. The next variable is called plan value, or PV. And PV is very simple because once you know the number of months, your current month, because you are now in the 9th month, you just have to calculate what you were planning to spend, which is adding all this up: 70, 27, 82, 25. Can you guys get your calculator and help me calculate all I do this so I don't have to go back and forth? What is 70 plus 27 plus 82 plus 25?
204.
204, right?
204, 119.
Wait.
No 119 lah. Plus 82,000. Plus 25,000. Yeah, just write all this out so you have a reference. Okay. So this is 204,000. So that's your plan value. What's your earned value? Earned value is what you have actually earned because you've completed the work. Yes, earned because you've completed the work. That's why it's called earned. And how do you calculate earned value? You see earned value. So earned value, the way to calculate it, fill in this column, right, is to take 70,000, what you plan to spend, versus the status. So this one you complete 100%, so 100% of 70,000 is 70,000. This one is 27,000 times 85%, you get this value here. So you do it here, but you don't stop here at 9 months. Why? Because in terms of status, you have actually done much more. You've progressed faster. You actually went ahead to do task E and task F. How do we know that? Because you see, they started work. The status is currently 23% progress of task E and 16% the progress of task F. So you actually have to calculate the EV of each and every single one of these and add it up. So can somebody help me? I'll start writing down. You can help me start calculating with the calculator. So
1000.
so EV. So the first one is easy lah. The first one is 70,000. What's the second one? What is 85% of 27,000? Okay. 22,950. Okay, the third one, 62% of 82,000.
50840.
0840. Okay, the next one, 48% of 85.
12,000.
12,000. Then 23% of 30,000.
6,900.
6,900. Okay. And the last one is what, 16% of 48?
7,680.
80.
600.
680, okay. Need another favor, can you please help me add this up?
What 170,000.
170, 370, right? Okay. So these are the important variables you need to calculate first. Now we can check whether our project is on budget or behind budget, or under budget or over budget, on time or behind time. Let me give you the formula. So let me bring up my notes. So there are two formulas. One is called S schedule variance. I'll write it out for you. Schedule variance, SV, and one is called cost variance, which is CV. So the way I remember is schedule means time, cost means money, right? Okay, let me give you the formula. It should be in your notes, but let me pull up my notes, make sure I got the numbers correct. Okay, so schedule variance is okay, so schedule variance, the formula is EV minus PV And cost variance, the formula is EV minus AC. Okay. So in our case, our EV is 170,370, right? Is that correct? Oh yeah, we are doing this example. So our EV is 170,370 minus PV is 204. 204, right?
Yes.
Okay. So you have a number here. It's a negative number, right?
Yeah.
What's the number?
33630.
33,630. EV minus AC is 170,370 minus your actual cost, right? 198,000. What's the number here? It's also a negative.
27630.
Or 27630, 27,630. So, because both these numbers are negative, it's not good news. Because a negative number for SV means you are behind schedule. And a negative number for CV means you are over budget. So your project, in this example, is not healthy. Okay? So that's how you calculate. Okay? So you have to explain why it's not healthy because it's negative. Then the other thing they will ask you in this type of questions is, what can you do? So that is also part of your lecture, which you haven't covered. Let me show you the slides. So at least when you have to do it, you know where to look for it when the lecturer starts teaching you. Okay, here. And this applies for either schedule variance or cost variance. Very slow. Okay, so these are on the right here, what you see, these are the corrective actions you can take to improve your cost situation because you're over budget, or your time situation if you are over time. You spend more time than you're supposed to. So, for example, you can say that, because they will ask you, give me one corrective action you can do because your time is behind time. So, maybe you can add more staff. Maybe you can improve methods of working, but you have to explain that, right? Maybe you can ask the staff, hey, you guys working 5 days a week, right? But because we are behind time, right? Can you all come in for next 2 Saturdays, half a day only, to catch up with the work? So you can suggest that. But whatever you suggest, you must justify why that can help improve the shed time or improve the cost. Okay. So that's what you have to do. Everybody okay? Quite straightforward. So now your turn. I'll give you 10 minutes. I want you to do exactly the same thing to practice. And oops, it was more for you. And this is based on this question. So the question is the same. They give you a table. They tell you it's in the 10th month. Then you see all the variables. Then A, they ask you to compare PV, SV, EV, CV. Then give an analysis, and then give a corrective action. So please try. Take out your tablet or your notebook or a piece of paper. You can do it either way. I'll leave the workings on the board so you can refer to it.
Right,